Welcome back to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett, and we are continuing our unboxing and look at the Wave 1 expansion for D&D Attack Wing, the game from WizKids based off of Wizards of the Coast's Dungeons & Dragons line, the reinvigorated role-playing game. You can play a miniatures game after you do some role-playing. For those that don't know, D&D Attack Wing is a pre-painted miniature game where you basically build an army based off of points, and you go and you fight your opponent. You can do some scenarios, you can just outright battle it on the pitch to see who dominates. The next figure we're looking at is the Sun Elf Wizard expansion pack. While you check that out, Nemenstra was once a naughty wizard, but she has since reformed her ways. Now she wields great power and the will to use it responsibly. She is a strong-willed ally and one who has learned the importance of loyalty and friendship. When Avondale, a village close to her home in the city of Silvery Moon, is suddenly invaded, Nemestra flies to its aid, as does Galaderos, the Copper Dragon, leading the good dragon's quest for the primordial graveyard. Will Nemestra's power be enough to help Galaderos preserve the ancient keep at Avondale from a full-scale invasion? Find out. As I mentioned, Copper Dragon right there. Main set. Kooky how that all works. Just saying. It's almost like they know what they're doing. Alright, let's crack open the evil plastic clamshell. I hate these things. I don't know about you. I've cut my fingers way too many times on these. A hell of a lot. Alrighty. Again, figure, base. If we open up the figure, you can get a little bit better look at it. So the thing that immediately stands out that I see from a distance is, one, the detail of the figure. The detail is pretty amazing. It's a tiny, tiny figure, but it's got the clear plastic. WizKids has been doing some awesome stuff lately with the clear plastic, especially with their HeroClix line and the Flash set that just came out. Again, put this in perspective as to how it measures up with other figures. It's about the right size for the ballista. It matches up perfectly with the other elves. Dwarfed by the Frost Giant as it should be, as well as the dragon. So far, I would say out of all the figures, this one really kind of stood out to me. The use of the plastic, the clear plastic, I mean. The detail is fantastic on this particular. On the back, it's amazing with the armor. Top-notch actual figure. Ooh, looks like we got a whole bunch of cardboard to use probably for the scenario. So let's go and crack that open to see what you get. First, we have this. We put money. That's for the scenario. We have some tokens, plus the little item for the base. We have flight spell. Oh, looks like it's a mage that can fly. Plus, well, actually, it looks like we can build like a castle or something with this. So that's kind of cool. We have another movement of the ground for the Sun Elf Wizard. Some tokens. And it also looks like some more walls. I'm thinking we've got a little, like, battle on the wall going action. Alright. So here we go. Oh, yeah, looks like I'm right. The fortification is kind of cool. So, the scenario we have is, across the Nethery Mountains from the city of Silver Moon lies the farming village of Avondale, a tranquil hamlet where many battles were fought in ages past. Although Avondale is separated from the city by surrounding mountains, an enchanted bell in the village can be sounded to activate its sister bell in Silver Moon as a warning system. So long as it has been since that bell has rung, few even know what it means anymore. Two who do is the Sun Elf Wizard Nemestra, and who keeps a study in Silvermoon, and the Copper Dragon Galaderos, currently on his quest to find the primordial graveyard. When the dread alarum rings, they hear and they know what army approaches. The Wizard of the Dragon will find out, and Avondale may be run red with the blood of fallen heroes once more. So the scenario. It's 2 players, special components. So you get 2 tower tokens, 5 straight fortification tokens, 12 keep damage tokens, 5 objective tokens, and 9 adventure tokens. Your force, 100 points. Nemestra, Galaderos, and some upgrades. The evil force is another 100 points. Any neutral and or evil creatures and upgrades. Set the tokens up in the diagram shown. So you basically, like, this is kind of like a siege thing going on with your figures in the fortification, and you go and you attack the fortification. Pretty cool. I'm wondering maybe down the road if we'll see some actual like 3D fortifications from WizKids for the game, because that could be kind of awesome, not gonna lie. Alright, so let's see here. We got movement, we got the figure itself. Alright, so let's first look at the movement. We have fly spell and the ground movement. The flight spell is kind of awesome. It looks like she's got some hell of a maneuverability, and then a little bit less as far as distance. Can't move quite as fast as far, but it looks like it's a bit easier to reverse and go backwards, which is what you'd expect for a single figure, so kind of makes sense. Just saying. Alright, points cost. We've got 2 points, 15 points and 29 points. Nemestra, all done up. The difference is a little bit more of heart, a little bit more of the health. So that's 4 versus 2. And then we got each of your arcane spell upgrades cost +1 Legion point. And melee is the same, and you can do a little bit more equipment. So that's cool. One's level 15, one's level 6. 29 points versus 15 points. We got some differences there. As far as upgrades, let's see some upgrades. So as you'd expect, we have a whole bunch of like spells, it looks like. So let's start with the special. So we got a 3-point leadership special. After you move, you may disable this upgrade to choose one friendly creature within range 1 to 2 who is lower level than you. That creature may immediately perform an action on its action bar as a free action. Must be a unique creature to equip. Elixir of Healing. Discard this upgrade to move all of your face down damage cards and then flip all your face up damage cards face down. You cannot attack this round. That's kind of cool. Silver Staff, 2-handed weapon. Add 1 additional upgrade to your creature's upgrade banner. Remove the disabled tokens from all of your arcane spells. Must be a wizard to equip. So it looks like you can get some more spells and upgrades this way. Let's go with the weakest one first. Mage Armor. It's an arcane spell. You have a base armor value of 1 if you receive the shattered critical damage card. Ignore its text and flip the damage card face down instead. If this effect ends for any reason, remove stuff. You may have a base armor value of 0 to activate. You must have a base value of 0. So it gives you a little bit armor for your elves, wizards, since, you know, they have armor 0. Cost 3. We have a fireball. Fireball. Of course you're going to have fireball. It's like fireball. Oh, nice classic of D&D. Attack. You disable this upgrade. Spend your concentrate token to place the burst token anywhere within range 1 to 3 of your forward arc. Make a 3-dice attack against every creature that is touching within range 1 of the burst token. Ground or air. This attack penetrates armor. Sounds pretty nasty to me. Fly. During the planning phase, you must use the fly spell maneuver dial. Even if you start the round on the ground, this effect ends for any reason. You land immediately and safely, and you can move the card. You must have a small base to activate the spell. Looks like you can fly a whole bunch of different things. Cost 4. Dispel Magic. Disable this upgrade to remove 1 effect token corresponding to a spell upgrade from yourself or 1 friendly creature. At range 1 to 3, or spend your concentrate token. Disable this upgrade to move 1 effect token corresponding to a spell upgrade from 1 enemy creature at range 1 to 3. So, nice way to either get rid of spells of your own or play a little defense action. So that's kind of cool. And Disintegrate. Forget Fireball, we got Disintegrate. Disable this upgrade and spend your target token to make a 6-dice attack against 1 creature at range 1 to 2 in your forward arc. During this attack, you may convert some results to get better results. This attack penetrates armor. Cost of 6. Looks like you need to be a level 11 plus to use that, which means we're looking at Nemestra. 35 points right there for one hell of a punch. Not that bad. So overall, I'm going to go with a really, really cool set. Not only do you get some really cool, you get some great magic items here, which will definitely add some playability to the game, but you have this fortress, and I'm thinking, like, there's got to be some other cool scenarios that we can come up with and do to build the fortification and use that in the game, like actually spend points to use a fortification. overall, I'm digging it. It adds a great aspect to the game, i.e. the fortification. Here's hoping the WizKids throws out some more with fortifications and maybe actually releases a castle or a fortification itself. I'm thinking, I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it. So that is the Sun Elf Wizard. You can get it now. It's part of the Wave 1 expansion for D&D Attack Wing. Once again, thank you, WizKids, for hooking us up with the Wave 1 expansion in the game. We're going to, after all opening this, get some more games in, play in the monthly organized play, get some more thoughts of how to build an army, some different strategies, maybe talk to some local players to see what they're thinking. Till next time, this is Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Facebook, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy. Until next time, keep it geeky.